Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be taking a page out of Mama E's book and I'm going to be showing you my quick and easy way to make fufu and goat soup. Now the ingredients you will need is your goat meat or any meat of your choice. Now I'm not doing a large serving of this because it's just for hubby, so I will be using 4 small to medium sized tomatoes, 1 small to medium sized onion just peeled, and then 1 small to medium sized onion again but diced up, and I've got 2 fresh chilies. Then I also have some ground cayenne pepper, which I will add if I need to because hubby likes his food spicy, as well as some crushed ginger, some minced garlic, and then just for my seasoning, I'm going to be using some chicken salt that I get from Mum, which is like the best seasoning ever. Okay, so I'm going to start off by putting the goat meat into the pot and then adding my chopped onions. Then add my tomatoes, my onion, and my fresh chili. Put the lid on and allow it to steam. So I let that steam for about 10-15 minutes. After letting it steam for a while, I come back and check to see if the tomatoes and onion are getting soft. If it isn't getting soft, I continue to let it steam a little bit more. So now after about 5 or so minutes, I come back and check again. This time the tomatoes and onion is soft. So I'm going to take it out of the pot and put it into a blender and also include the fresh chili. Then I'm going to add a bit of water into the blender and blend it all up. Now somehow I lost the footage after I blended the onion, tomato and chili and when I poured it into the pot, but this is what it looks like once it's all blended up and I've poured it back into the pot. So I'm just going to stir it and put the lid back on and allow it to boil. After about 15 minutes, I check it again to see how it's going, and as you can see, it's boiling very nicely. So after about 15 minutes, I check to see how it's boiling, and as you can see, it's getting thick. But I don't want the consistency to be too thick, so I'm going to add some water so it becomes light again and allow it to continue to boil. after about 5 minutes, I'm going to check it again, give it a stir, and also taste to see how the salt is. And if I need to add more salt, I will do that in the form of the chicken salt. But in this instance, the salt is fine. So I know the soup is ready once I can see the oil, or that red bit you can see that's starting to form on the top layer of the soup. Okay, so now on to making the fufu. All you'll need is some instant mashed potato, some tapioca starch, a cup of water, and also some boiled water from a kettle. Now for 1 serving of fufu, I use about 3/4 of the instant mashed potato. I add 3 heaped tablespoons of tapioca starch. And I add the 1 cup of cold water. Then I mix it all together until it is smooth and there are no lumps. Now you may need to add some more cold water to make sure that the consistency is nice and smooth, because you don't want to start off with lumps in it, because it'll make it harder to cook it and get a smooth consistency at the end. So once I'm happy with the consistency of it and that there are no lumps and it's nice and smooth, I put it onto the stove and start stirring it. Now as I start to stir it, it will get thicker. Once it gets too thick to stir or mix, I add a bit of hot water from the kettle and I continue to mix it. Now once it starts to get thick and you can't stir or mix it anymore, you want to start doing a hand motion where you're bringing the mixture to the side of the pot closest to you and you're pressing it against the side of the pot so everything is mixing together evenly and nicely. Now once it becomes too thick for me to do that hand motion I was telling you about, I will add some hot water from the kettle, then use that to break it up so it becomes a bit softer, and then I will go ahead and continue with that hand motion. Now once I'm happy with the consistency, that it's smooth, it's even, and there are no lumps or bumps, I will tip the fufu into a bowl which has a bit of water in it so it won't stick to it. Then I will use my hand to kind of knead the fufu to make sure once again that it's nice and smooth. Then I will form it into a round shape. have it, it's all done and ready to be served. And as always, hubby is very happy because this is one of his favorite Ghanaian dishes. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.